Why do astronauts float in space?
Because there is no gravity, I think.
And what do you think?
No gravity.
Why do they float in space?
Because there is no gravity.
Because there is no gravity. There is less gravitational force.
Because of gravity. Because there is no gravity.
Is there really no gravity in space? Okay, let's see.
Why do astronauts float in space?
Because there is no gravity in space. Yeah.
Due to lack of gravity?
Space doesn't have gravity.
Lack of gravity.
Let's do an experiment. This is Earth and this is Moon. Can you approximately tell how far away is Moon? Approximately tell us that how far away are they?
You want approximate distance?
ये इतना होगा roughly.
It's approximately like I think so. This is 10 centimeters.
Okay.
होगा around 10,000 kilometers. 10,000 miles.
Approximate distance.
Are you sure? ये lunar eclipse पड़ता है तो कैसे पड़ता है? यहाँ इतने में पड़ता है. तो ये इसके लैस इतना ही होगा.
और नहीं बस इतना ज़्यादा होगा. पता नहीं. हाँ तो इतना होगा. Yeah.
Should I tell you the actual distance?
Yeah, of course.
Please hold this.
Oh,
Oh, अरे यार ये तो that was
From the Earth.
quite amazing. Way too far.
Oh my god.
Now can you tell how far away is the International Space Station?
Maybe
International Space Station.
Where astronauts float.
they would be like
इतना?
Must be in the midway between Moon and Earth.
This far. Maybe.
Okay, it's actually this far.
A little more than Moon, I think.
It is actually this far. But Moon orbits because of Earth's gravity. If Moon orbit because of Earth's gravity, why would there be no gravity on the International Space Station?
not thought so much deeper. Because it is away from the range, like the gravitational force have a limited range in which it has its influence. So if they are a bit far from the gravitational range, so they would not be having the gravitational force acting on it.
Gravity that pulls down is comparatively different from the gravity that holds the Earth and the Moon in the orbit, or the International Space Station in orbit, if I'm not wrong.
But force of gravity is very, very low, minute. That's why their mass becomes less than they float.
Moon is so far away, and it is attracted by Earth. I mean, it is very less, so they are not attracted.
They are attracted, but not that much. You know, when they completely leave it, they will come down slowly, slowly, slowly. Well, but if they bounce their legs, they will bounce like this.
पता नहीं.
Gravity is what which holds Moon in orbit to Earth. Gravity is what which holds Earth in orbit to the Sun. And gravity is really what which holds Sun in Milky Way galaxy. But it does become weaker with distance. It is very possible that a spacecraft may go so far away from Earth that the person inside it may feel very little gravity.
But this isn't the reason why people on the International Space Station float.
Now this is best understood with an example of a cannonball.
Now imagine that there is a cannonball sitting on the surface of the Earth. Now the cannon is going to shoot the ball. The ball will fall after traveling some distance. Now we are going to do this again. But this time we are going to do this a little harder. The ball is now going to fall a little farther away than the last time, and we are going to do this again and again until it reaches the point when it never really hits the Earth's surface. The ball keeps on falling, but it never really quite touches the Earth's surface. And this is what's really going on in the International Space Station.
The International Space Station orbits Earth at an altitude between 330 to about 430 kilometers above Earth, and at this altitude the Earth's gravity is about 90% of what it is on the planet's surface. Now this condition of weightlessness is called microgravity or the zero gravity. Now this is probably the reason for the misconception in people that the space has no gravity. Now microgravity can also exist on Earth, and NASA uses its airplane to create a microgravity for a few seconds. Now International Space Station is really in a constant freefall. It is falling, but it is never really touching the Earth's surface. And in fact, this is how orbits work. And finally guys, thanks for watching.